Hello everyone, I'm doing my presentation on Booker T. Washington. His full name is Booker Taliaferro Washington. He was born April 5th, 1856, and he died November 14th, 1915. His father was unknown, and his mother was a woman named Jane Burrow, and soon after his birth, his mother married a man named Washington Ferguson, which is where he gets his last name Washington from. He had two siblings. He had a half-sister named Amanda and an adopted brother named James. Just a little bit about his early years. He was a slave on Burrow Farms until the age of 9. He moved to Malden, West Virginia with his mother and his siblings. He worked in a coal mine there from ages 10 to 12, and while he was doing that, he was also attending school. And in 1871, he worked as a houseboy for the owner of the mines. A little bit about his education. He attended Hampton Normal and Agricultural Institute in Virginia when he was 16, and he graduated from there in 1875 with honors. After that, he went back to Malden to teach, and later on he attended Wayland Seminary for 8 months and then went back to Virginia to teach at Hampton in 1879. So he believed the purpose of education was to teach practical skills and self-help, and he tailored his teachings to the African American community. A little bit about his curriculum and methods of teaching and instruction. He was the first leader of Tuskegee Normal and Tuskegee Institute. Because of him, Tuskegee grew into a well-known place for African American education, and his approach is what they called the Tuskegee idea, and this was that he focused on self-help, entrepreneurship, practical skills, all to meet the needs of the African American community. Some interesting facts about him: he was married 3 times. He had an illness right before he passed away, and he actually left the hospital and went to Tuskegee Institute days before his death because he knew it was the end and he wanted to actually die at Tuskegee Institute. Almost 8,000 people attended his funeral, and it was held at Tuskegee Institute, and he was also buried there. So, this information's significance and influence. Washington paved the way for a better education for the African American community. He showed that despite oppression, anyone can get the education they want and deserve. He really paved the way for that. And how can I use this information as a teacher? I can emphasize self-help and practical skills in the way that I teach my students.